Moving right along. Last public service announcement.
Oh, this is the big one.
Rita gave you a nice surprise. And I got a surprise visit myself. Somebody sent me a song via email. As a matter of fact, listen to a little piece of it.
Almighty for life. Can't cool. Can't cool. Why? Thank you, Father God, I'm still here. How we a carry burden where the people them a bear, but still a sin a man where me fear. Any wish for me gonna eat them can't come here because some man want exalt on them corner. Them can't carry cross Jamaican water. Them can't do that pan American border. Now nowhere round England quarter. Them a ask me how them. Them ready for slew them. Left it to Jaffe send a lightning through them.
Lincoln. Spy.
Spy still here. Hey! Spy still here.
My part of the show over. What do y'all think about this song? The song is saying, in the song, I jot down some stuff. Attempted kidnapping. Big guns popping. He called the name Alpha. Of course, they who them, ready for go slew them. Just send a lightning through them. The whole world shocking. I think there's a case going on. I think this will poison and prejudice that case.
Oh, he released this song in a different jurisdiction. So that ain't nothing to do with this.
Them bag chatting, attempted kidnapping. 4 of your senses you're lacking. Your big guns you're popping. Lightning ball you I'm dropping. Every charge round the road I want you cracking. The whole world shocking.
No, and listen, he didn't call the name Bahamas. But I'm sure that story is being told, and there's more than one side to that story. It's a case going on.
And?
No,
Hold on. Randy Fraser case going on. Every time the case finished, they say everything would happen in the case.
Yeah, but this case...
They say what the little girl say, what the doctor say. The Port Authority case going on. They just say everything what's going on in the case.
This case ain't started.
Ain't nothing to say you can't talk about a case what's going on. There's nothing in the law that says you cannot. The Penal Code section 320 and 21 deals with that. There's nothing in the law saying you can't talk about anything.
He never said it was alleged. He said attempted kidnapping. Alpha ride up on him and attempt to kidnap him.
Yeah, the man write a song. So what?
Big guns popping. The whole world shocking. The world shocked. How the world could be shocked and the man should be innocent until proven guilty.
He call anyone name?
Got them ready for slew them. Left it to Jaffe send a lightning through them. All them been name Alpha. Guys the beginning without end. Them go step in the hands and tear something where can.
Yes, he said Alpha.
Who name Alpha?
Everybody know that's a production company.
But you know what? I have nothing on the name Alpha. Plenty things name Alpha. Alpha in the Bible. Jesus is Alpha.
Yeah, but I don't know if I like.
He ain't called no name. Even if he did, you can't see. You have a right to talk about anything. The Constitution, Article Section 15, gives you the freedom of expression.
So Alpha need to
the freedom of opinion and the freedom to express it.
So Alpha should do a song too then.
You can say anything about anyone as long as it is the truth. Or as long as they are public figures.
Put a ring here if you want a wife.
Honey, you better than God. Get your hand off me, young man. Get it off.
Can you let the dog go, please?
No, this God dog. I just pay tithes.
I really believed in my heart that this man was the man that, and this wasn't some prophet's word or whatever, in my heart. And because of the relationship, I believe that this man was supposed to be the person that I was to be with.
Did y'all engage in intimacy?
Did y'all have sex?
No, we didn't.
He didn't give you none?
No.
Okay.
No.
You should know right then. Something was wrong.
Are you kidding me? No.
Lincoln,
I would not have done that.
Would you date this woman and not ask her or not try to engage in sexual activities?
Huh? I didn't tell you I could make that up. I didn't tell you that a long time.
Oh my God! No, Donnie and I never engaged in any sexual activity. I mean, we had intimate moments, but we never engaged in sexual activity. You know, and even those moments were put at a decisions were made between both of us not to allow certain things to happen just because of what could happen, the possibilities of what could happen.
Oh.
You know, he's somebody very much in the limelight. I'm somebody who's known in my country, and you know, you don't want to.
Richa. Oh.
Yeah.
The last time we heard someone say them exact words on this show, they was talking about a pedophile. They said a pedophile tell them that they was together, living together in the same house, and say, we ain't gonna have sex or nothing like that until we get married. We ain't gonna touch, we ain't gonna kiss, we ain't gonna do nothing until we get married. And it turned out that the fella was really in the house to molest her son.
Oh, wow.
He wasn't even interested in her.
Wow.
So he's got to watch out for these sissy
up.
fellas. I ain't saying Donnie's a sissy. Donnie's my boy, right? But but he's got to watch out.
Well, you know, life has brought light to a lot of things. And I can't say for certain, you know, I can't put my head on a block and say, oh, this or oh, that. We all have our struggles. You know, the best of us have our struggles. I just know that decisions were made between us not to do certain things that would be questionable.
Okay.
You know,
so
but it was heartbreaking.
Yeah,
it ended up happening with somebody else. You know, we had in-depth conversation. I wanted to know how, when, why, et cetera, since, you know, I'm sitting here all these years.
Did you love him?
Yes, I did. I loved him deeply.
But you didn't love the prince, name?
Don't say that in front of me.
I
but
did.
You didn't love the prince?
I wasn't in love with the prince.
Wasn't in love with the prince.
No,
Right.
The king happened right after Donnie.
How did you and the fella, what's his name, IE? How did you and IE fall in love?
She never was in love with him.
I can't say that I was in love with him. I think that he was a very caring person. Let me tell you, here was somebody who 24/7 was on the phone. Not literally 24/7, but that's how it felt. Always calling, always checking, always there. I had an operation in the very short period of time that we dated. This man rolled me into the operating room. He flew down, took me to the hospital in a limo, came into the, you know, rolled me into the operating room. I'm sure if he was allowed to stay in there, he was a very caring kind of individual. You know, his heart, I think what I thought was the pureness of his heart was the thing that really attracted me. And because I had just come out of a relationship with somebody who was, number one, long distance, and number two, did not seemingly have the ability to show me that I truly love you. You know, I will do anything for you, woman. You know, when I was getting married, I wanted Donnie to pick up the phone and call me, or actually come and say, listen, woman, you can't do this. You can't do this. I love you.
She wanted a lifetime man.
I really did. I wanted a lifetime.
No, wait.
Seriously, I honestly thought.
love you.
I honestly thought that he would not allow me to go through with it.
You thought Donnie was going to stop you from getting
But I was sorely mistaken. I tell you, walking up the aisle, I remember that my feet felt like lead. I couldn't move. Like somebody had just put cement there and I couldn't move. I started crying. I knew I couldn't walk up that aisle. I couldn't make it up the aisle. And, you know, everybody on the side, that, you know, people are just thinking, oh, you're just having jitters, you know, through like coming down to nearly, the wedding was postponed. It was put off. And
Why?
Because I just didn't feel certain that this is what I wanted to do. I was afraid. I felt like, you know, I was just being very, very pressured and very manipulated by my ex-husband. I felt that. I started to feel that. And I ended the relationship. And this man got everybody from Africa and all across the world, people I knew. He got them fasting and praying. And, you know, he came to the Bahamas. He's supposed to be a Christian.
No, man, he's watch the chi. Fast and pray.
He's supposed to be a Christian. However, I don't know, because the line between Christianity and witchcraft and voodoo and stuff that happens in Africa, you know, sometimes people say that they're Christians, but they still allow themselves to be involved in certain things that are considered to be cultural.
Okay. Did he have other wives?
No, he didn't have other wives.
Huh. Miss, you just dispel a myth and a big rumor on this.
No other wives.
But you thought
I was
he
the
didn't
only
have no
one.
one else.
Yeah, I thought that too.
So
how you know he had no other wives?
Well, as far as I know, I didn't see any other ones. You know, I was basically with him all the time. I could be wrong, but
you know the Togo traditional features of marriage and family is to have more than one wife, right?
Oh, of course. I was told this by his family.